Alright, what's going on, guys? How are y'all doing? Give me 1 second. I forgot to open up a place on Roblox Studio for the stream. Alright, there we go. I think we are good to go now. Maybe? No? Hold on. I gotta pull up this place. Alright, let's see who we got on the stream. Stupid Guy, Fancy Nick, Leo Prime's Matrix, Sharp Tooth Productions, and let's see, Steven? Is that how you pronounce that? Prison. Oh, I think I'm gonna pronounce that wrong. Prison Mahominoid? Did you change your name? I think I recognize the picture. Ninja, Tyler Quinn, and Yide. Welcome everybody to the stream. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. We're getting things started. Okay, cool. I think I got the place ready. So, oh, wrong thing. Hold on. This is the wrong stream. Codebro stream. There it is. Alright, let's try that. There we go. See, we also have LCR PvP in the stream. Welcome. And then I gotta go by No Worries. And let's see. Darker Radium says, hey, welcome to the stream. TT60FPS, welcome as well. Hi, Codebro. I'm making a TD game. Is that like a tower defense game? Let's see. So I'm gonna have a lot of questions prepared. Nice. So, let's see. How would you make a placement system that allows you to pick the item back up when you click it? Oh, okay. So, that's a good question to start out with. Why am I playing it? So, a placement system is a bit... It's pretty complex, but we can go ahead and get started. Does your mama know you're a scammer? What the heck, dude? Okay, so this is the way I would do it. This is not the way you have to do it. Personally, I would have this invisible part, right? And I would call this, let's see, ladder, or what'd you call it? Yeah, a ladder, right? Let's see. Ladder base. So you would have this like invisible part at the bottom, okay? And then just first, so that we can save time, actually, you know what, I'll do it real quick. But I do want to make this visible real quick so that I can position it right. So this is how I would do it. I would create an invisible part to be kind of the base. And then after that I would build from there, right? This is obviously not going to be a very good ladder. But it should get the job done. And then what we can do is we can just add these, duplicate, drag them up, right? Something kind of like this. Obviously, this is just like a quick explanation for like the model sort of thing. And then what I would do, I would go ahead and union these together. Let's see, model... union, so this entire thing is just a block. And then next, I would make the base transparent. And there are a couple ways you could go about doing this. I think the easiest would be grouping these together and calling this model ladder. How do you copy like that? What do you mean? Like how I just clicked with my mouse and dragged over, is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about me selecting each part? Okay, and then I would set the primary part of this model to be the ladder base, right? That invisible part that we made at the bottom. And then let me go ahead and anchor this as well. So this may take a good 10 minutes. How you copy parts, what buttons? It's Control-C and then Control-V to paste. Okay, so this, I mean, it's going to work, but it needs to be a lot bigger. So now that we have the basic model and we can climb, let's just go ahead and scale this up. Just for fun. Let's go. Oh wait, I forgot you have to do it before the union. Anyway, I'm going to try as fast as I can to do this so that we can get as many questions in as we can. Okay, so now this isn't working anymore. I scaled it up a little bit too much. Scale it down a little more. There we go. So this is just going to be the example ladder. As long as we can climb it. And then, let's see. Oh, nope, looks like we cannot. Scale it down a bit more. And, let's see. Okay, let's just go ahead and get to the scripting. So what I would do is I would put that in replicated storage. Inside of Starter GUI, I would insert a local script. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, so you may want to come back to the stream later if you need to check the code later. Call this placement client. Okay, so then I'd use a service called run service. So we say local run service equals game get service run service. Run service dot render step connect function. Whoops, function. And then render stepped is basically, what in the world? Okay, connect function. Render stepped is basically like every frame this is going to happen. So it's like a while loop, but every single frame this is happening. Let's see. Oh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that, but we have, let's see, someone with a new profile picture says, Yo, Cobra, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Apologize that I cannot pronounce your name. Can you do my question next? You can throw it in the chat, and I'll see what I can do. Next, we're going to get the player. Local PLR equals game.players.local player. Local mouse, we're going to need the mouse equals PLR.mouse. Or, sorry, :get mouse. And then every frame, what we're going to do is we are going to, first we want to go ahead and clone this ladder. So you can also use .heartbeat, that is correct. Yeah, either one works. I usually just use render stepped. It's kind of something that I've just gotten used to, but you could definitely use heartbeat as well. Visionary sends a waving emoji. Welcome to the stream, Visionary. So let's see. We're just gonna say local ladder equals game.replicated storage.ladder clone ladder.parent equals workspace. Okay. Actually, let's use wait for child. Wait for child ladder. Okay, so now that we have the ladder, we're going to use set primary part C frame and get the mouse hit. So this is kind of how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to say ladder, set primary part C frame, cframe.new, mouse.hit.position. Yeah, and then I think that actually will work. Let's see. Yeah, so as you can see, I am moving it around. It's kind of buggy when you get to your character, but as you can see, I'm moving it around. And whoa, that's a glitch with the camera. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm thinking we might need to make this can collide. Whoa, that is weird. Okay, so let's make all of this, let's make these both can collide, and then once we place it down, we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to make it non-can collide. Okay, I'm actually kind of confused right now. Does anybody know why this is happening? Okay, let's see. So we could raycast to get a more accurate position, but this is just a lot easier. That's weird. Okay, anyway. Sorry. That's no worries. Hey, Codebro, do you know any other coding languages besides Roblox, Lua? So, I know C#, not as much as with Lua, but I do know some C#. I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, like little bits of all those, and then a little bit of Python. One of the mysteries in Roblox Studio deal with. You're so cool, by the way. Thank you, Solo Bear Gaming. And then I don't know how to script. It just takes time. I think that you could. I think you're gonna be able to do just fine. Just take some practice. I know C# too. Awesome. C# is kind of hard. Yeah, it is at first. But after some time, you kind of get it. So what I'm thinking, it might be better. Instead of doing this, what if we just put the union inside of the ladder base and we welded them together? I'm going to try that just in case that works better. Okay, and then I'm just going to say wait for child ladder base. And then we'll just say ladder.position equals mouse dot hit dot position. Let's try that. What am I working on right now? I'm working on just a super basic placement feature, which for some reason doesn't seem to be working. Okay, it could be because of the weld constraint. I didn't think about that. Are these anchored? Yes, they are. Hold on. 0 should be ladder base. So ladder base. Okay, so let's unanchor these and see what happens. So yeah, right now I'm just working on a super simple placement system, similar to steep steps, although I'm a little confused as to where my ladder has gone. Ladder base. Okay, so it's moving. Where is the union? I don't actually see. Oh, of course, it's not in the server. Okay, so as you can see, it's moving the ladder base, but it's not moving the actual union. What about a motor 60? I'm just kind of experimenting at this point. No, a motor 6D wouldn't really work. Well, maybe. Yeah, I've never done a system quite like steep steps. Actually, I don't know if I've really made a placement system before. I may have actually never made a placement system before. Interesting. Okay, union, ladder base. We're still moving the ladder base. It's just that the union's not following. Okay, so I'm going to put these back into a model. Call this ladder. Set the primary part. What am I doing? I'm making just a quick, well, hopefully a quick ladder system like steep steps. Although, what's happening is when I do this, here, hold on, set primary part C-frame. Set primary part C-frame to be C-frame.new mouse.hit.position. Whenever I do that, this is what's happening. Which is really odd. I don't know why exactly, because, well, right there it's perfectly fine. Is it whenever... When does that actually happen? Oh, wow, now it's working. Of course, what I'm trying to show you guys is working perfectly. What the heck? Okay, well, let's see if we can get that debugged. Although, now, yeah, now it seems to be working just fine. Let's see here. Ah, there it goes again. That is quite odd. Interesting. Huh, okay. Well, what I'm thinking is maybe we should make this a tool? Isn't that how Steep Steps has it anyway? It's because the camera placement, when you spawn, it glitches out. Try setting can touch, can collide, and the other is on false. Oh yeah, can touch. Let me try that. Let's just do can query and can touch. Just check them all off. The dark side of Roblox Studio. Alright, oh, there we go. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. It was can touch and can query. So, it was one of them. So, okay, for whoever asked about the Steep Steps ladder placement system, make sure you have can collide and can touch and can query all unchecked. Put them inside of a model and with a ladder base and a union. So check again. This is the ladder base, right? It's this right here. It's just a thin part at the bottom. And then you have the union, which is the actual staircase or the ladder. Next, this is the script I used. Super simple. Lastly, let's go ahead and place it. So let's just run. I'm gonna do this super fast. Local placed equals false. Mouse.button1 up, connect function. So, you're going to want to create a remote event. Call this place ladder. We'll say if placed equals true, then actually let's do it this way. We'll just say game.replicatedStorage.placeLadder, fire server with the placed. Okay. And then we can say if placed, then else. So if we have already placed it, then we just don't really want to do anything besides disconnect it, or actually not disconnect it. Ladder.parent equals workspace, but we'll just go ahead and say ladder colon, what is it? I'm forgetting at the moment. Is it remove? Yeah, remove. So that should just go ahead and remove it. You need to send the ladder's C-frame to the server. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're working on at the moment. So we're going to need to pass in the placed and the mouse dot hit. So that should be the C-frame. So make sure you have this code on your client. Whoever it was that was asking me about the ladder system. And then last but not least, let's create a server script, okay? We'll call this ladder handling. We'll say, can you make it into a tool though? I can try. Game.replicatedStorage.placeLadder.onServerEventConnect function. So we say placed, comma, base C-frame. So if placed, then we've already placed it. Already placed the ladder, destroy it. So we'll say if workspace colon find first child. Oh, we need the player too. So let me come up here. So we have three parameters, right? We have the player, whether or not it's been placed, and the base C-frame. You didn't change the variable place to true on the client, did I not? Ah, you're right. Thank you so much. So placed after we do this. So placed equals false. After that, we'll say placed equals not placed, because you can do that with bools. So thank you for pointing that out, big small guy. I appreciate that. So if workspace find first child player.name ... ladder, then so we're concatenating to check to see if there's a ladder. If there's a ladder, destroy it. So we can say workspace find first child player.name ... ladder destroy. Okay, and then last but not least, else. So if we haven't placed it, we are ready to place the ladder. So this is not going to be... Oh, wait a second. Because Steep Steps has it so that you can click the ladder to unplace it. Okay, well, we'll do this a little bit differently. We'll just basically say local ladder equals game.replicatedStorage.ladder clone. Ladder set primary part C-frame to be the base C-frame. And then we can also say, it's not anchored, but ladder, let's see, ladder.base.can_collide is true, and ladder.union.can_collide equals true. So we're just making sure that each of these are set to can_collide set to true. That way, it, am I saying that way? Oh yeah, it doesn't fall through the base plate. So, let's see. We should be able to... Why did it get rid of the ladder? If placed equals true, then we've already placed the ladder. Placed equals not placed. It's originally false. We fire the server with placed and mouse.hit. Else, okay, that's odd. Well, let's see here. Let's try this again. Here we go. That is really weird. Whoa, okay, hold on. Set primary part. Primary part no longer exists. Oh. if ladder, then end. So the ladder never existed because we destroyed it. So we're going to have to say ladder. Oh, it's because we removed it from the client. I see. So we can just ignore here. If placed equals false, then ladder removed. Ladder equals this. Okay. Alright, so this is a big long script. Apologies for that. I might be able to just send it in my Discord server if you want. For anybody who would like to check out the script. Okay. Whoa! We're still having issues. Okay. If... Okay, ladder. Wait, no, that's not it. Because... Ladder... ladder... dot parent equals to nil. We just unparented. I'm genuinely confused right now, because we have... Let's see. Let's go ahead and come in here. Inside of the ladder handling. It's just print placed. Alright, before I move on, I do want to go ahead and check the chat, because I haven't done so in a while. Let's see. Doors update is out. Nice. What comes after ABC? D? Oh, okay. Let's see. Yo, can you try to make a house? Like, model one? Is that what you're saying? How do I make a system where a part that is in replicated storage clones and then spawns to the location of another part and moves toward other parts? So I can move on to that next. False. Whoa. Wait, yeah, false. It's false. So ladder equals game.replicated storage. I never parented it. Ladder.parent, and you guys can hear my washer going off. Ladder.parent equals workspace. I think that's it. There it is. Okay, so we actually have the C-frame now. Although we probably just want to have the position. Also, it's not staying up very well, as you could probably tell by that. So I'm going to try going to the ladder base and just maybe making it a little thicker. That might help. Putting in replicated storage, last but not least, I don't want it to have the rotation, so cframe.new, base cframe.position, position. Okay, that should be it now. That took about 25 minutes, a little longer than expected, but that's okay. So there is our ladder that is now sideways for some odd reason. And if we click again, it actually is not destroying our ladder, so we're going to need to fix that, because it's not renaming the ladder. Weird, okay. And then also, one more thing to do. Maybe we should just put it up a little bit. Plus vector3.new 010. And then we never set the name, of course. Ladder.name equals player.name.ladder. Okay, that should officially do it. Anchored the ladder, so I would do that. The only issue with that is that in the game you can push over the ladders. Whoa, what in the world is that? Okay, so as you can see, we can place it down. I do have to figure out what's going on with that. Maybe I need to anchor the base. Oh, I need to anchor the base, don't I? Let's try that. So ladder.ladderbase.anchored equals true. Alright. This is the last attempt on this, because I want to move on to other questions. But yeah, there we go. Now, okay, so not really. I think we might need an actual ladder model real fast. Let me just grab a ladder. Am I making the steep step script? Yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment. Just a system similar to that. So there's our wood ladder. Just go ahead and put it inside of this ladder model. And let's just go ahead and move it over here. This should work a lot better, hopefully. than what we had originally. Let's get rid of the union, and then the ladder base. Let's just go ahead and size it down a little bit. Okay, I think that should work. Sorry that took so long, guys. Hopefully the other questions won't take as long. I had some issues with that one. Okay, ladder, and then instead of union, we need a wood. Okay, find first child wood ladder. Okay, that should do it. We're gonna go ahead and wrap things up for this, and I will put the script for this. Whoa. Okay, that was weird. I forgot. Ladder, wood ladder. We gotta unanchor it. Can collide, can query, can touch are all off. Whoops, as well as anchored. That should do it. Do you recommend HTML for a beginner like me? It depends on what you want to accomplish, right? If you want to get into website development, then I would say go for it. So you may want... Okay, there we go. I think it's actually working now. Hey, there we go. And we can actually knock it over. We click again, and it moves our ladder. So we can knock it over. If we go on it right, we should just be able to... Yep, climb up. There we go. All right, there is our steep steps system. Obviously, it could be improved, but I want to move on to other questions now. All right, let's see. Can you code a script that anchors when touching the base plate? I tried making one, but ran into a bunch of issues. So what exactly do you mean by that? And then I had a question on how to make a part that is in replicated storage. Only problem, you can't rotate it. Yeah, I would implement that. You would just have to add 90 degrees to the orientation, and then do that. I could also just say... What if I just said base C-frame? That way it's oriented, so it rotates. There we go. That should do it. I think that'll fix that problem right there. So as you can see, when we place it, it actually orients in the direction that we are facing, although it does create some problems with this right here, how it's kind of falling over. So it's because my mouse C-frame, you really want to ignore that. I see. Well, we could continue with that in a future stream, but for now I do want to move on to other questions position. Okay, so I had a question. Why don't I make a game? I have made some games. I'm actually working on another project right now with a friend. Should be hopefully coming out soon. My question is, how do I make a system where a part that is in replicated storage clones and then spawns at the location of another part and then moves toward other parts? Okay, so I'm gonna do this really quick, and I don't know exactly what you mean by that. So I'm just gonna kind of create what I think you're trying to say, and hopefully it's helpful. Basically, I'm going to make it move from here to here, and then we're going to create this big part. Actually, first let's go ahead and drag these two up. Okay, we're going to create this big orange part right here. Let's just go ahead and scale it up. Alright, so this big orange cube is going to spawn from replicated storage and move over to there. That is basically what I'm going to go ahead and do for this. Orange block. And then let's group these together. Move to parts. We'll name these. This one's going to be part B. Part A. So you have part A, the first part you want it to start at, and then part B, the part that it should move to. Both inside of a model. And then anchor it. Okay, and then let's create a script right here. And we will call this move script from replicated storage. So basically, we're just going to say while wait 5 do. This is just basics. Yeah, very basics of how you would do this. Do you have a tip about coding? I always forget something. Maybe write it down. That might help. I was never really a note taker when I learned scripting, so maybe that will help you, but I don't know for sure if it will. But a lot of people do enjoy that. So we're going to use tween service. So we'll say local tween service equals game get service service tween service. And then we can say local block equals game. dot replicated storage dot orange block clone block dot parent equals workspace, and then we can say block dot cframe equals to workspace dot move to parts dot part a dot cframe. Next, we're going to create a tween. So we'll say local tween equals tween service create. And then we can say, so with tween service, it basically edits a property smoothly. So you can say something like, so the first parameter is the block, whatever you want to tween. Next is the tween info, so we need to say tweeninfo.new. And then here, for your purpose, I'm just going to do a number, and that's going to be how long it takes. So let's just say a second, and then a table of properties. So what properties you want to change. So for this, I want to change the cframe to equal that of workspace dot move to parts dot block part b dot cframe, and that should be it. Next, let's wait 2, and then we'll say block colon destroy. Okay, so this is very basic, but if we run this, every 5 seconds we should have a part spawning from replicated storage, and it tweens from here to here. Maybe not. Oh, I forgot. We should anchor it first off. Let's anchor the orange part, and let's see if that works or not. I don't know if it will or not. If not, we can always look into it. Okay, so it's actually not working at the moment. Let me see why. Move to script, part B dot cframe. Oh, we never played the tween. So we can say tween colon play. So that's how you do a tween. You do tween service colon create, what you want to tween, how long it should take, or the tween info, and then the properties to tween, such as the cframe. Next, you say tween colon play, and that is how you tween. So let's go and run this. I'm a beginner at scripting, says Kennedy Gamer. Awesome. I hope you enjoy your scripting journey. It's really a fun thing to do. All right, there we go. So as you can see, it's moving. You could slow that down, and you could add different tweens, right? So let's just go ahead and slow this down to be like 3 seconds, and wait 5. What was I saying? Oh yeah, scripting is a fun journey. So, tween.completed colon wait. Yeah, that's true. We probably should use that. Thank you for this suggestion. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's see. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Tween.completed wait. So yeah, that should just wait until it's completed. Thank you for the suggestion. Appreciate that. How would I go about making a level system for my MMORPG? I actually don't know exactly what you mean by that. So what exactly do you mean by that? Because I'm a little confused at that. So as you can see, yeah, it's working perfectly. How often do you plan to stream? Hopefully like once or twice a week. That's my goal. What type of game am I working on with my friend? I'm not going to release too much information about it. But what I will say is it's a fighting game. So there you go. Alright, so those are two things in the bag. We got a thing for, what was I saying? We have the tweening, and we have the ladder system. What is your favorite Roblox game? I don't know, I don't really have one at the moment. I usually just do coding on Roblox. I don't play that much anymore. Would you be able to code a top donators leaderboard that gives the top 3 donators a hat from replicated storage? So, I mean, yeah, we would just want to use an ordered data store, and then get the top 3. Yeah, I've done like little bits with ordered data stores. I've done donation boards. So let's see. Basically, let's see. I'm trying to figure out how we should go about doing this. If you need a builder, I'm pretty decent on Blender. Thank you, appreciate that. We've got, let's see. I think my friend's gonna do the building for this game, but I appreciate the offer, and I will let you know if we do need any help. And then Nerve says I subbed. Thank you so much, appreciate that. I'm making a tycoon game right now. Awesome. Good luck with that. And then, what's up? Can you explain parameters a bit better for me? Though I've been scripting for 2 weeks now, I can't get with it for some reason. Yeah, so is it just kind of the overall idea of parameters that's just, is it just confusing, or, let's see. Store Roblox. I do want to make sure that I'm saying this right. So, okay, we have this right here from function print top 10 players. Yeah, okay, perfect. So we're just going to need to do the top 3. So, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of use this, we're going to modify this code because I don't really want to script a whole order data store. This is actually from Roblox's documentation. So we can say, we can create a script, order data store, and then we have this script right here, okay? So this is obviously just an example. They have Alex, Charlie, and Sydney that have different points. And let's see, top 10, so page size is 3. We want the top 3 to get a hat. So basically, what we're going to do is you can create some data. So let's just go ahead and get rid of all this. This is from Roblox's documentation, and they're basically saying what we do for this is this is the print top 10 players, okay? So we are, actually, I want to put this back here. So what we're going to do is we're going to reset this to be donate score. Let's replace all this points with donate. So ordered data stores are like regular data stores, except they are, well, ordered. They use pages to get an order. And we can say is ascending equals to false. So is ascending is basically like, hey, do you want to start from the bottom up or do you want to start from the top up? So like, do you want to start with the lowest amount of points and then go to the top? Or do you want to start from the top to the bottom? If that makes sense. And then page size is 3. That's how many you want to print. I think it's a max of 100. So it's perfect for you because you only need 3. Pages, donate score, get sorted async. So this is like instead of using get async, you use get sorted async. And that just basically gets your sorted data with using is ascending. So should we start from the bottom and go to the top? For this case, we say false. So we're getting the ordered data store. So we're getting the points starting from the top, whoever has the most points, and then go down. And then the page size, which is 3. That's how many we're basically going to have. So now this pages, we can say top 10 equals pages get current page. And that is just a way for us to get the page. We want to rename this to top 3, though. Top 3, since we only have 3. So we have top 3 equals pages get current page. So we have all these different pages, right? And we just want to get the first page. And then that's, if you don't say anything else, you use get current page blank like that. It'll just get the first page, I believe. I could be mistaken on that. And then we just loop through the data. We loop through the pages. And then, as you can see, I'm kind of just explaining this because we have, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, because this is from Roblox's documentation. We have the name, which is data.key. So that is what you save it by. It's this right here. For example, or for us, we're going to go ahead and save the username, right? And then for points, data.value. That's the second parameter, what you pass in. And then we can print name is ranked, it's rank, right? So this is probably, if you're not advanced, this may be really confusing, but this is the rank, this is the data, okay? And then we're just getting the name, which is the key, right? We save the key or the username. And then we say is ranked number and then rank, which is their number in the data store, with points. So data.value, whatever we save as their points. So let's see. Could you make a global leaderboard? That's exactly, so actually this is exactly what you would want to use, an ordered data store, and then you would just put them onto a GUI. This is the exact same thing, pretty much. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do this forever. So while wait, let's do this every 60 seconds. While wait do, we do want to have wait 60 at the bottom. And then we can say, let's just go ahead and create a leader stats really fast. So script leader stats game.players player added. Nope, not player, moving player added. Next function. I'm going through this really fast because I hope that most of you know what leader stats are at this point. Leader stats equals instance.new folder. PLR, leader stats.name equals leader stats. Alright, and then we can say local, let's just say donated equals instance.new, int value, donated.name equals, donated, I guess, donated.value equals to 0, donated.parent equals leader stats. So I've created a quick leader stats with an int value called donated, and then let's see, let me check the chat. I just got a glorious Model-O gaming mouse for $35. Nice, nice. I've looked at the Model-O before. I haven't actually bought it, but it looks great. How do I make a kill counter for a custom combat system? So that's going to be kind of customized to the way you have things set up. But basically, when you deal damage, you'll just check to see if the damage was less than or equal to 0, so if they've killed the player, then you would add 1 to their kill count in their leader stats. If you haven't watched my beginner scripting series on leader stats, I would certainly watch that. That may help you. Playing from viewer the games? Play the games from the viewers. So I may do that again soon, although I'm not going to right now. Is there a way you can show how to do skills like a fireball or a fist combat system? So, let's see, that would be quite complex, given that we're already 5 minutes, or 45 minutes into the stream. I may not be able to do that today, and I honestly haven't done much with combat systems. That's why I'm starting to learn more about it, because I'm making a fighting game. It's like my first, like, actual fighting game, so hopefully, I mean, I have, like, a basic system on my YouTube channel, but I'm talking, like, top tier, like advanced combat, right? There's a basic combat system on my channel. You can feel free to check that out if you would like. Do you know how to make a recoil for a gun? What exactly do you mean by that? A recoil for a gun? I think I'm just not understanding. So we're just going to loop through all the players for I, v in pairs. Game.players get players do. And then we can just go ahead and set it now. We can say donate score colon set async with v.names. So we're looping through all the players, setting, saving it, saving their name, and then v colon wait per child leader stats colon wait per child donated dot value. So we're looping through everybody in the game, and we are basically saying, hey, we're going to set the score. And we're just going to say, donate score. We're setting the async, so we are going to save data equal to their current donated amount. I'm actually going to wait 10 seconds before we do that. And then after that, let's give it, let's just loop through, print, yeah, let's go ahead and create a new function real quick. Okay. So, whoops, not all this. Just this here. Actually, no. Get data. So we want to put all this inside of get data. And we basically are just going to get the top 3. Okay, so we're getting the top 3 players. And we're going to return their names. So we can say return name. And then, so we're looping through all the data. We're going to return the name of the player. And then we can say, local, So, I get what's going on now. Okay, so we'll say local top donators equals a new, table. And then we'll say, I'm not gonna lie, that just totally jump scared me. But thank you, Vito, for subscribing. Appreciate that a lot. Let's see. I meant a recoil so that the gun kicks back. Oh, so like you would just kind of want to apply velocity to a character like in the direction they're not facing. I guess like their look vector, but negative, right? If that makes sense. So you can say top or table.insert top donators, comma name. And then we'll just return top donators. No, top donators. So basically, this is creating a function that says, hey, let's get all this data. We're going to insert it into a table. We're getting the top 3, insert it into a table, and then we're going to return the table. So we can say local data equals get data. And then we can say for I, v in pairs data. So we're looping through the data we just got. And then we can say if works, or if game.players find first child v, then. So if we found inside of the players, if we found one of the top 3 donators, then we're going to give them the hat. So to do so, I'm just going to go ahead and go to the toolbox, click hat. You could obviously model your own hat if you would like. Let's just use this, replicated storage, order data store right here. And then we'll say local hat equals game.replicated storage dot hat, no, top hat, clone find first child, top hat, clone. And then we can say hat.parent equals to game.players, players, find first child, v, dot character. So this is a lot to do, but basically we're saying, hey, we're getting the top 3 donators, right? That's what this function does. We can get rid of this print now. And we're saying, hey, every 10 seconds, or every 60 seconds, sorry, we're going to loop through the players, we're going to save their current scores. And then we're actually going to go ahead and get the data. It might be good to have a little wait here too. So like wait 10. So we set the data. 10 seconds later, we're going to get the data. And we're going to check to see, hey, are any of the top 3 players, are they in the game? And if so, let's give them this hat. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. And then we also want to say, we also want to check to see if they have a hat at all. So if game.players find first child v dot character find first child top hat, then if not, so if they don't already have the top hat, let's go ahead and give it to them. That ought to do it. Let me go ahead and turn off my screen for 1 second because I do need to turn on something. I need to turn on data stores. And I don't know if I'm accidentally going to leak something from like my file explorer while doing that. That would not be great. Alright, cool. Looks like we're good to go. What's my words per minute? I think around 80, something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and come in here. Let's set our donated to be 400. Okay, so now it says that we have 400 donated, and then after about 20 seconds, we should see a top hat appear on us. So let's see. There we go. As you can see, we are in the top donators, so we got this top hat. And if we weren't in the top 3 donators, we wouldn't have gotten it. So there we go. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, next, let me scroll up a bit. Can you make a script that anchors a falling part when touching the base plate? Yeah. So, basically, what you just want to do, you'd have your falling part, right? So, we would unanchor this so that it's falling. This one should be pretty easy. So, it's not anchored. Insert a script inside of it. And we'll just say script.parent.touched, connect function, hit. So, whenever this part is touched, we'll say if hit.parent.name, or sorry, if hit.name equals base plate, then scripts.parent.anchored equals true. Oh, I apologize, I just got a tickle in my throat. I did not want to cough in the mic. So, it's just saying, hey, once we hit the base plate, we want to anchor this part. So as you can see, it is currently unanchored, and if we check down here, it is now anchored because it has touched the base plate, and it actually bounced a little bit, so it got anchored kind of in midair. But there you go. It's now anchored after touching the base plate, so I hope that helps you. Let's see. Make a daily reward system. I mean, Yeah, I could try. Let's see here. For this, we'd also use data saving script. Let's create a second thing inside of our leader stats called coins, okay? Coins. And let's see. Andrea says, thank you. No worries. Hope that was helpful. Let's see. So now that we have coins, what we're going to do is we're going to create a script. We'll call this daily rewards handling. Alright, so we're going to say local data store service, or DSS, game::get service, data store service. So we're getting the data store service. Say local data store equals DSS get data store. Daily rewards. So we're getting a brand new data store to save the data. And we can just say, let's see, game.players player added connect function, PLR. Questions be like, okay, now make a movie of a crashing airplane survival game. Yeah. No, not really. Alright, let's see. So we can just say, local success. No, we'll say local data equals to nil. Local success, comma, error message equals pcall function. Data equals data store get async plr.userid. So we're using a pcall and we're checking, hey, let's just try and get some data for this player. If data equals nil, then data equals to 0. Okay, and then else. Actually, no. What we're going to do, we're going to store the last time that they claimed their daily reward inside of an int value. So we'll say local last claimed equals to game.players, plr, instance.new, int value, comma, plr. So we're creating a brand new int value inside of the player. We're going to say last claim.name equals to last claimed. And then we can say last claimed.value equals, actually, we're not going to set the value yet. We'll say down here, if we don't have any data, then we're going to say last claimed.value equals to 0. So the last time they claimed it was 0. No, not applicable. Otherwise, last claimed.value equals os.time. So you may wonder what os.time is. It shows you right here, it just is the number of seconds that have passed since January 1st of 1970. And you may be wondering, hey, how in the world can I, actually, I'm sorry, last claim.time, or .value equals, data. So os.time is basically, it just gives you the time since January 1st of 1970, which then you can subtract 24 hours from to see if it's been at least 24 hours since their last claim time. So I'll show you that in just a second. Let's see. Just started getting into scripting because I want to make a magic-based game for me and the boys. Nice! Good luck with your scripting journey. It's really a fun journey, so I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so we're going to create a remote event called claim daily reward. And we can just say game.replicatedStorage.claim daily reward on client event or on server event connect function plr local last claimed, and I'm gonna try and explain this after I've written all this, equals player find versus child last claimed. So now we have this last claimed value, and we can just say if os.time okay, hold on. No, we're going to say if last claimed.value, value plus, and then let's do a little math here, 24 times 60 times 60 is less than os.time, then they can claim their reward, okay? And we'll just say, hold on, let's see, what's next? We can just say local coins equals to plr wait for child leader stats wait for child, coins, and then we can say coins.value plus equals math.random. We're going to give them a random value of 1 to, no, not that much, maybe 10,000 coins, okay? And then we will just data save now their last claimed time. So we can say last claimed.value equals os.time, and then we can just say data store, set async, last claim.value. Actually, no, let's just say local rn time, so right now time, equals os.time. We're just going to go ahead and save right now time. And then we're going to say plr set async plr dot user id comma right now time. Okay, so a lot going on here, but basically we're saying we're getting this data. We're trying to see if there is any data. If not, then we'll just set it equal to 0. So it's been essentially 0 seconds it's been infinite seconds since they've claimed their data. And then otherwise we're going to set it to the last time they claimed. Next, we're just saying, hey, let's check their last claimed value, and we can say if last claimed.value. So we're basically saying, hey, if the last time they claimed it plus 24 hours, right? That's 24 times 60 times 60. So if the last time they claimed it plus 24 hours is less than os.time, then we know 24 hours have passed, because if you think about it, let's say last time is 200, okay? And let's say we want to give them a reward after 60 seconds. So if current os.time, or the last time they claimed was 200, plus 60, and this is an example, is less than os.time, so current time, let's just say that the current time is 300, okay? We know that their last claim time plus the 60 seconds, but in this case it's actually 24 hours. If it is less than the current time, then we know that our 60 seconds or our 24 hours have passed. I hope that makes sense. It's quite a tricky subject, but it is one that is very helpful to learn. Alright, next let's create a claim button. Alright. Let's just go ahead and scale it down. Let's put it down here. Background color, blue. I'm going to just scale this up. There we go. Let's change the font, because that one's ugly. That's nicer. I personally like this font a lot. Alright, let's see. Claim daily reward. UI stroke. There we go. 3. Okay, so we have this little button that says claim daily reward. And let's also do UI corner, because it just looks nicer, you know. 20. Alright, so now we have this rounded button, claim daily reward. Let's insert a local script in here, and we'll call this claim client. And then let me check the chat real quick. What did pcall do? Pcall, I actually did a video on that last week, or earlier this week, sometime. It just basically is a way for us to check a... what am I saying? It's a way for us to check something without breaking the script. Can you answer my question from Discord? Can I make this with you? I'll check Discord after the stream, although I'm not doing collabs at the moment, so I apologize for that. So we can say local player equals game.players.localPlayer. Local last claimed equals to player wait for child last claimed. So let's again use render steps. So we can say game get service run service dot render step connect function. What am I doing? I'm doing a daily reward system. So we're just going to check on the client. So we'll say if last claimed dot value plus 24 times 60 times 60, right? If it's been 24 hours, since os.time, right? If it's been at least 24 hours, then we can go ahead and say script.parent.text equals to claim now. Otherwise, so if it's not been enough time, we want to go ahead and get the time until we can claim it. So to do so, let me see, convert number to time, Roblox. There's this really, really weird function that does it. Okay, here it is right here. Format. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here it is right here. Couple weird functions. It makes sense, but this is where things can get pretty tricky. And then what you're just gonna do, I'll have this in my Discord server. I might actually give you guys all the source code from this stream if you want. Basically, we're gonna say otherwise script.parent.text, or we'll say let's see, local time. No, last or text time, I guess, equals to let's see. I'm trying to figure out how we would do this. So os.time minus, it might be that. So os.time minus lastClaim.value. Is that it? os.time minus lastClaim.value. No. Plus 24 times 60 times 60. I think that's it right there. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to figure this out as I go, because I realized, okay. Otherwise, let's see. So we can just say script.parent.text equals to toString, convert to hours, minutes, seconds, text time. Oof. Alright, that should be it. Let's go ahead and give it a test. No, I have to go. No worries. I think that's actually it. I'm going to leave this entire file in the Discord server for you guys. Alright, so we should be able to claim now. We can click claim now. Oh, I forgot. Fire the remote event. Let's do that fast before Jack has to leave. We can just say script.parent, script.parent, mouse button one down, connect, function. Game.replicated storage, claim daily reward, fire server. There it is. I think that ought to do it. And I'm also going to disable this placement client because I'm done with that. Okay, here we go. Claim now. There it is. 24 hours. Oh, okay, we got to fix that. So, I just realized os.time, the current time, subtract last claimed value. No, it's just the last claimed value. We don't need any of that. Let's join, and let's see what happens. And then I'm going to try to... Okay, so this still isn't really working. os.time minus last claimed time. Oh, wait. This... No. Last claim time.value. os.time. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure this out in my head. Like, okay. If the os.time is 300, the last claim time was 288. That's been 2 seconds since then. We really want it to say 24 hours minus. Oh! So, we should have, instead of that, last claim time.value plus 24 times 60 times 60 minus os.time. That's it right there, I think. Alright, let's give it a try. Give it a whirl here. There it is. As you can see, we have 23 hours, 58 minutes, and 18 seconds until we can claim. Alright, I think I'm going to have to wrap up the stream there. Let's see. Although, I'm like late. You guys want to share my friends? Share with my friends on Be Real what I'm doing. If you guys want to say hi Be Real in the chat, I can take a picture of you guys. And let's see. I'm trying to think. Okay. What else do we need to do? I think that's it. So, if there are any last minute questions, feel free to throw them in the chat and I can try to answer them. Although I can't like promise that I'll be able to get to it. Does anybody have any last minute questions for me though? Because if so, I can try to answer them real quick. Can I explain raycasting? So I actually have a video on that. I could link that in the chat though. Would that be helpful for you guys? The raycasting video? Let me find that real quick. How often do I stream? Probably, I'd say like, I want to start streaming once a week. That's my goal. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm gonna go ahead and save to a file. Q&A source code. Alright, so I'm gonna give this to you guys. You're welcome. I'm gonna give you guys this for free. In my Discord server. Holy cow. I have so many pings right now. Okay, so head to announcements in my Discord server. I just put that in there. So if you guys don't have the invite, I'll copy it. Here you go, guys. How did I learn to script? I learned mainly through YouTube videos, like what I publish. Honestly, that's really what inspired me. I learned from YouTube, so I was like, hey, let's try and help other people learn from YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Okay, let me go ahead and grab that raycasting video for you. Raycasting. Wait, where is it? Raycast. How to raycast. There it is. Alright, I'm gonna link it for you right now. Here you go. Raycast video. I downloaded it. Awesome. Yeah, you guys can have that file. Feel free. That has everything we made in this stream. So how about it, guys? I'm watching your scripting videos, and they helped me a lot, though it's basic or advanced coding. So yeah, thank you for the kind words. I'm glad that they helped. I do have, I think, 5 parts to my advanced series at the moment. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, feel free. Other than that, any last-minute questions before we wrap up the stream? See, I think that I think we're doing good, though. I think that we actually, yeah, have a pretty good amount of, had a pretty good amount of, things that we accomplished to stream. Why is it not working? What's not working? Is the file not working? It should be. And there's my top donator hat. What is the difference between functions and local functions? So local anything just means it has to basically be within that block, kind of. The reward won't work. Oh, turn on, what am I saying? Turn on... Dude, what am I trying to say? Oh, turn on data store service. So inside of home, click game settings, and then click security, and then click this right here, enable studio access to API services. Then it should work. Claim client. Okay, and then so local. Quickly, if 1 + 1 = 2, then local hello equals hello. Okay, that's a variable. It's a local variable. Basically, local just says, hey, this variable only exists inside of this block of code between the then and the end. Or, and if I try to do this out here, as you can see, it doesn't work, right? If I wanted to be able to access it outside of this if statement, I would need to define it up here by saying local hello. and that's just a variable that is locally defined, but it's now for the whole script because it's not inside of anything. Now, I could have said local hello there, get rid of this, and I could still have if 2 plus 2 equals 4, then print hello. And that's because local still exists inside of this giant block, right? That's like basically the quickest way I can think to explain it. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. At the end of the easy tutorial series, you're going to make a game. I believe so, yeah. So the goal is to create, I don't know, something, some sort of game for you guys to like follow along with using only what we've learned in the beginner scripting series. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and end things there. Thank you for everyone who tuned... I can't talk. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Really appreciate you guys. Do I have any shift to sprint tutorials with animation? I actually do not, but I will look into that for the future. Thank you for the suggestion. What game am I making? I'm actually wrapping things up now, but I was just answering whatever questions I could for people. Alright, thank you guys for everybody who tuned in. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Stay tuned, more videos and streams in the near future. See you guys. Thanks for watching.